Nasir by Nas. Nasir bin Alu Dara Jones was born in Crown Heights in Brooklyn, but grew up in Queensbridge in Queens, New York City. His father was a blues and jazz musician and his mother a postal worker. His neighbor Willie Graham, aka Ill Will, got him into hip-hop playing him records. He started out as Kid Wave before going to Nasty Nas. MC Serch got Nas a record deal through Columbia and the rest was history. Nasir is Nas's 12th studio album. How do we feel about it?
Nasir.
Yeah, it's
by
finally
Nas,
here.
man.
It's finally done.
I mean, we've only been saying it for like 10 years now, right? Nas album done. All right, well, Nas out, and it took forever to get loaded up too, man. Was I the only one getting pissed off about that?
I was, because I didn't want to listen to the stream. Like,
no, the stream quality was really good. It just was skipping and on like not for radio. And then I was like, I want to hear it in the proper order, because at the beginning they played Adam and Eve.
That's
and
what I told you. I heard that one first before everything else. I was just like, I'll wait. I heard the 2 or 3 songs. I'll wait for it to drop.
Yeah, but Nas's album is finally out. I feel like this isn't the album that he's been saying has been done for a long time.
Not at all.
I feel like this is just something he's been working on. Not for radio. I feel like the album took forever to come out because we were waiting on Puff Daddy's verse. Because on the stream, Puff Daddy's verse wasn't there.
I know.
I mean, his ad-libs.
Yeah.
But it was fitting.
Yes.
Puff Daddy and Nas, they just know how to do it. No more pictures in 2018. Only candid shit, right? And I just like how, Nas went to the, old school, schooling you, upgrading your information. How was Kanye behind the boards and didn't learn anything from any of that? I have no clue. But Not for the Radio is dope.
070.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
070 Shake. I just like how she sounded on the hook. She sounded really good.
Yeah.
Cop Shot the Kid. Y'all go ahead. Y'all can love the song. I like the Richard Pryor skit at the beginning. But the beat, man, I wasn't a huge fan of the beat for Nas. Obviously, Kanye knew what to do with it because he had the better sounding verse from basically how he attacked the beat. But Nas's verses aren't whack on it. White Label, I'm not a fan of the beat at all. And when I say I'm not a fan of the beat, I'm not a fan of the beat for Nas. This is not a Nas beat. Nas was trying his hardest to fight that beat. The sample was too loud. How do you have Rick Rubin and Mike Dean in the studio with you and they don't say anything about that? I don't understand it. You should have dropped out the vocal sample a little bit just so Nas had room to breathe. It's just too loud. Bonjour featuring Tory Williams sounds great. I just love the laid back feel of it and everything. Everything to me sounds like 40 Acres on Pusha T's last album with the Dream on it. Almost the same type of vibe. It's kind of slow. I do like Nas's verses on this. I don't like Kanye singing on the hook because I just feel like Dream's voice sounds way better, so he should have just let the Dream sing the whole part. I know you just want to be a part of something, but it's okay. You produced it. Let the Dream, who has a better voice, sing the whole hook. I guess you disagree. And I just love Nas's verse about the whole vaccination thing and vaccinating kids because I really feel some type of way about that. But, they got a whole bunch of laws and shit about that. So you kind of got to do it. Adam and Eve featuring The Dream. It's cool. I think the beat is good. I just don't feel like the beat fit Nas and Simple Things. It just seemed like an abrupt ending after that. I didn't like that at all. And Nas is laying some dope verses over top of the beat. But I feel like the beat was missing something. I don't really know what it was. I guess it just fit the whole Simple Things, idea.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I think Not for Radio was the best song on this project. I felt like that was the most triumphant sounding beat. And it fit Nas. Everything else, man, aside from Bonjour, I felt like it didn't fit 100%. I felt like Nas definitely did the best he could with what he was given. But I would have rather heard Nas do a whole album with the Justice League or with No ID or with Salam Remy or the Incredibles, like one of those production teams that he's worked with where they seem to make beats that fit his tone and his style of rapping like a glove. But overall, man, this joint is dope. So I get this joint, well, actually it's fire. I give this joint a B. I think the album is fire. Duh! I just feel like the production doesn't fit like a glove. It's not horrible. I just don't like it for Nas. But man, the lyrics on this project are ridiculous. How you feel about it?
Not for Radio go hard. As soon as that came on, Puff with the ad-libs, 070 with the great vocals, everything meshed together well. The whole production of that song is just crazy. It's amazing. I love it a lot. Cop Shot the Kid, I actually like a lot, man. I feel like maybe the repetitive sample going over and over may not get people here, but I love it. I do agree with you. I feel like Kanye sounded better than Nas on that, but Nas had good lyrics. But I thought that it was a cool, complete song. I liked it a lot. And what's with everybody always using like Richard Pryor skits and stuff like that? Is that just like the defining person to go to?
I mean, Richard Pryor just like he would always say some like real shit.
Yeah.
Because you go back, Tupac used to like Richard Pryor skits, and like it's just Richard Pryor always said something that was so real that it was kind of hard to ignore. And Chappelle does it too.
Yeah.
So I guess you give it a couple of years, people start sampling Chappelle stuff too.
Okay. White Label, I actually like the production on here a lot, but it just didn't fit with Nas. I like it, but I don't love it because I feel like Nas was fighting the beat. Like he was fighting I feel like every time he was like flowing harder and harder, the beat got louder and louder. And it was just like, okay, which one we gotta listen to? Bonjour, I really like a lot. I love how it sounds. I thought it really fit really well. I loved what Tony Williams brought to it. It's just a really complete sounding song. Everything, it has to be my second favorite on this album. It's just something that brought me back to the 808 sound of Kanye, and like how I wish he went for it the whole album, because you know how the 808s kind of was just bland throughout the whole thing. But I felt like, you know, Dream does sound better. I'm not gonna say Kanye sound better, but I feel like that emotion and that just kind of sound Kanye brought kind of elevated a little bit more. Like I don't think he just wanted to get in there, but I just thought it was just a natural blend and a natural harmony. I love how all the instruments come in together, especially when Nas started rapping and everything. I felt like this was just like a really like perfect vision of a song. I really like how it was all constructed and everything. But then it got to Adam and Eve, and that's when it like started going down for me, because it was a good song, but it just really didn't impact me like, you know, any of the songs did before it. And Simple Things just ended too abruptly or whatever like that. And I just feel like once again we're getting with this 7-song format that's cool in idea, but in this case it leaves you wanting for more. Like, you know, it's just such an abrupt end that leaves like, okay, that was it. And it's just maybe it's because the album wasn't structured. Maybe this was like a last minute track listing or something like that, because remember Kanye posted a picture of the song list and some of these songs were out of order. So maybe if Simple Things was at the beginning and it ended with something like Not for the Radio or Everything, maybe it would have ended better for us. But in this case, it didn't really end well. So it leaves you with a lot more to be desired, but I still think it's a great project. I gave it a B. Thought it was really dope.
Facts,
and
bro.
I feel like Kanye is doing it with the production. I really feel really comfortable with what he's doing. But as for Nas, like you said, this wasn't just the best route to go from, but it's still some great music from Nas. And I really enjoyed, you know, the first 5 songs of it.
Yeah. I don't know if I expressed it enough, but everything, I do like that song a lot. I just like the vibe of it. But like, go back and listen to 40 Acres by Pusha T, and you'll see what I'm talking about, because it has the Dream in it, and Pusha T's kind of got the same vibe, like the same tone Nas is rapping in.
Yeah.
But it's just long, and I don't feel like all of the singing needed to happen on that song.
I feel you.
You could have cut it down to 5 minutes. Cut it 2 minutes.
I usually
Nas
like
didn't
some
rap
long
a word for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes of the song was Dream and Kanye. I mean, it was just that nice kind of intro blend. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and I don't feel like and I was kind of excited a little bit when I first heard it, but as I thought about it, I was just like, Justice League, like you listen to No Introduction when we did the joint this week, and the way that sounds, Nas rapping over that, it just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
It sounds way better than Not for Radio. And Not for Radio sounds good.
Right.
I'm not knocking it at all.
Right.
I'm just saying. And like you said, Kanye is killing it on the production side.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Tiana's next.
Yep.
And then there's rumors there's a Good Music, Cruel Summer 2. And then there's also rumors of a Saha. Y'all might want to take a month off. Y'all don't want to fuck with Drake. Because, you know, y'all ain't going to hit number 1.
Yeah.
So let Tiana have her space, and then, you know, and Jay and Beyonce gonna be doing their thing for a while too.
Right.
Yo, you looking for TV reviews, music reviews, movie reviews? Then check out the only reviews that matter, man.
Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications and stay tuned.